Hi, my name is Tiffany Eudy, and I'm a candidate for my doctorate degree in special education. And today I am going to be teaching you how to use a color-coded model to solve long division using the standard algorithm method. It's all about that color-coded scaffolded model. So join me today. This will be perfect for your students with disabilities or your students who just haven't quite picked up on that, how to do that long division in the standard way. So whenever you are teaching your students the color-coded scaffolded long division, the kit will come with many options. Before you get started, I would recommend, if you are going to use the least supportive model, that you have some color-coded markers for your students. So what you're looking at now is the most supported model. And so this has the verbal prompts, the letters, the numbers, and everything. The next scaffold down will take away the verbal prompts and you will just have the numbers and the color coding. The next level down, you will have just the color coding with no verbal prompts and no numbers. And then finally, you will end up with just a black and white version, which is where you could add in the color-coded markers, or when they're ready, just operate via pencil. So you have many options to set up your space to start learning with your students. When supporting learning for children with autism or any other executive functioning disorder, you will want to first make sure they understand that all of these models and representation are asking the same question. So if they get a worksheet and they're asked to figure out what is 48 divided by 2, it could be written in many different formats. There are even more than this, and that's okay. It's all asking us to do the same thing. So if we're going to use the standard algorithm, we're always going to put our largest number under the hat. This is our hat. We want our largest number under the hat, and then our smaller number over to the left of the hat. So we here have 48 divided by 2. With the prompting, it starts you to say, start with number 1. How many times can it go into 4? 2 can go into 4 2 times. So I'm going to come up here to my number 2, my second step, and I'm going to write it just as it tells me. Write it, 2. Okay, now we need to look at number 3. Number 3 says to multiply them. So 2 multiplied by 2 equals, where's number 4? It says write it. 2 times 2 equals 4. Okay, now let's look at our 5th step. Our 5th step says to drag it down. So we're going to bring that 8 straight down. And then 4, take away 4, we're going to write that here is going to be 0. Now, we have finished steps 1 through 5, and we go to step 6. Step 6 says, how many times can it go in? How many times can 2 go into 8? 2 can go into 8. We need to go to number 7 4 times. 4 times. Now, we have to look at number 8. Number 8 tells us to multiply them again. So 2 multiplied by 4, step 9 says to write it. So 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So we can write it. Now we have a subtraction sign. 8 take away 8 is 0. So now we finally have our answer. 48 divided by 2 equals 24. Now let's practice with a little less scaffolding. Our problem number 2, written in numerous ways, is asking us what is 54 divided by 3? So we've taken away our numbers and our word prompts. So as a reminder, we're always putting our largest number under the hat, which was 54, and the problem asked us 54 divided by 3. So I remember from my more scaffolded version that this is where I'm starting. Step 1, how many times can 3 go into 5? 3 goes into 5 1 time. Then I remember that this reminded me to do 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So I'm going to put that right here because my yellow arrow goes into my yellow box. Step 5 told me to pull that straight down. So my 4 is going to go straight down. And then 5 take away 3 equals 2. Now, I remember it asked me how many times could 3 go into 24. 3 goes into 24 8 times. So now I remember these are blue. I'm going back to my blue box. And I'm going to do an 8. Now this purple reminds me, oh, I have to multiply those two numbers. 3 times 8 equals 24. I'm going to put that down in my purple box, do my subtraction, and I realize I have nothing left. So 54 divided by 3 equals 18, and I have my answer.